India-based NGO released a report earlier this year that has sent shockwaves through the medical community. The report, based on 50 interviews with medical representatives across 6 major cities, has revealed the depth to which some medical professionals will go for a free trip or an iPhone, and in some cases, some have even asked for women for entertainment. The report reveals how pharmaceutical companies use their medical representative network to bribe doctors and push their brands onto unsuspecting patients. In fact, some doctors are even set targets, sales targets by the companies. Now, one would think that after a scathing, alarming report like this, the medical fraternity and the associations would be frantically trying to fix the mess within. Instead, the Indian Medical Association reportedly wants to take action against the authors of the report. To speak more on the implications and the findings of the report, I'm joined today by Dr. Arun Gadre, coordinator of Sathi, and he's of course a co-author on the report that we're talking about. I'm also joined today by Dr. D.R. Rai, former Vice President of the Indian Medical Association. Welcome to both of you and thank you for speaking with us. Dr. Gadre, let me begin by asking you why you think this report is extremely important, what it has revealed, and what is the response that you have seen from the medical fraternity since it's been out in the public domain?
See, actually, when Sathi is an NGO in the field for last 20 years, and we are into policy advocacy. And we, for last 5 years, we were fighting for Clinical Establishment Act because we feel that private health sector accountability is required, and we are fighting for the policy advocacy. Now, many of the doctors who are a member of Alliance of Doctors for Ethical Healthcare, I mean, we were chatting, and some of the things which I also knew, but they were very old and very preliminary temptations were there when I practiced as a private gynecologist for 20 years. But that I left 12 years back, and I was not, I heard from some of my friends that the things have worsened very, very fast. So we said, okay, let us have a qualitative research. Now, mind you, this is a qualitative research because this limitation is there. I mean, in the whole report, it is a 78 pages report. Whatever you have said, the inducements have been taken by media and objected upon. I mean, the medical associations have objected that we have made generalization. We have not made generalization. Qualitative research is having a limitation.
I know since the report has come out in public, there is pressure. There is pressure saying that, you know, how can you generalize, who are these people, name them, but you are doing a service to the people. You are doing a service to the people because this is something that has been whispered about.
That's right, that's right. But I am telling fact because qualitative research, we have a very robust team. We followed all scientific norms, and what findings have come, it shows throw the light to a part of the reality in the medical field. So these inducements are there. We stand by the report. The medical representatives, it was not easy for us to make medical representatives talk because they are the lowest ladder and they fear for their services. So anonymity and confidentiality we took. But what has come out is definitely applicable to a section of the report. And the medical representatives also said that there is a section of doctors who do not take even a small gift. So this is a picture of reality where even the targets are given, they are met, even the car is offered, EMI is failed, and when the doctor does not fulfill the target, the car is taken back. So these are all things. It is on the Sathi website. All these small codes are there, and so it is definitely the picture is bad for a section of the society, and ultimately what we figure out.
You read, if you go through the report, and we're showing our viewers some of those details. Yes, complete your point. Yes, Dr. Gadre.
Yeah. Basically, see, one of the points which I am very fearful is that pharmaceutical practice companies even approach the doctors who are not having any degree. Forget about Ayush. they are allopathy medicines,
Yeah.
they are pushing,
Yeah.
and if the RMP, the person who is having no degree, fulfills the target, they give him the gifts. And that is a very dangerous phenomenon, because the antibiotic resistance can be one of the reasons.
No, absolutely, and we'll get into that.
So
We'll
this
get
is
into
a
that.
very serious
I
aspect.
just want a quick response from Dr. D.R. Rai, who, of course, is not completely representing the Indian Medical Association here today. But Dr. Rai, this report is alarming. It's shocking, but unfortunately,
No, I'm representing. Tamanna.
Yes, sir.
Tamanna, I'm representing Indian Medical Association. First of all, be clear.
Okay.
Second thing,
So
what-
thank you
yes,
for that.
you-
So then
you are
let me
asking
place the
something
question to
me.
you
Please go on.
accordingly, Dr. Rai. So the report is shocking.
Yes,
It's
yes.
scandalous. It's upsetting, no doubt. But unfortunately, to anyone who reads it or even reads about it, it is not altogether surprising. Patients have seen swarms of medical representatives outside their doctor's door all the time. These stories have been heard about, but maybe not to the extent that we're seeing through this report. Why the effort? Why the effort to avoid acknowledging what the report is saying and going after those who have revealed it?
Tamanna, let me ask first of all one question to Dr. Gadre. What was the motto of this survey? The survey's motto, which I have come to know, was to see the stressful condition of the MRs. Now he has deviated from there. First of all, I would like to clarify, IMA is a zero tolerance. We don't accept such things. And if some doctors are taking the bribes or incentives, we criticize them. If Dr. Gadre is so much conscious and so much upright person, the list which he has got, why he has not given the list to the MCI or to the State Medical Council?
I'm
Why
sorry,
he has
Dr.
not
Rai.
given?
Sorry, Dr.
He
Rai.
himself
I will
is a
let
doctor.
Dr. Gadre
He-
answer that, but I'm
he
sorry, that
himself
is
is a
not the
doctor.
question. That is not the question. You are shooting the messenger. You're shooting the messenger, and I sympathize here with Dr. Gadre because this is what journalists
No,
often
we are
face.
not. Listen, Tamanna, we are not shooting the messenger. We have requested, rather a letter has been given to them. We have asked name those persons, name the MRs, and I asked you only one thing. In Maharashtra, 1,40,000 doctors are there. He has interviewed only 9 doctors, and that too with the 33 MRs in 6 cities. You think this report is a proper one? But if anybody is doing this thing, we condemn it. Again, I am using the word.
Dr.
If
Rai,
anybody
I told
indulging
you
in
it's
such kind of practice,
shocking, it's
we condemn
upsetting,
it.
but it's not surprising. This is just, okay, Dr. Gadre, I will let you respond.
First of all, I asked Dr.
Yes.
Raj whether he has read the 78 pages report, number one. Number two, then you have missed the qualitative methodology of the research. It is a internationally known methodology. We are doing research for last 20 years, and recently we have conducted a qualitative research in collaboration with King College London. So we are very competent researcher. Now coming back to your query, what is the motive? Your motive and our motive is the same. We don't
Yes.
want any black sheep, miscreant to go to do all these things what they are doing, and we are exposing those people. We are not saying that doctors are bad. We are saying a section of doctor is doing that, and that is what we should all acknowledge, and not only acknowledge. It is our duty as a
But
NGO.
my
I
dear-
am also
my dear Dr.
previously
Gadre-
I am a member. I am not something different.
Yeah.
So it is our duty of both NGO
That's why
and IMA
I'm surprised.
to fight,
I'm surprised
to
you are
fight
a
for the
member
policy
of.
policy decision.
Okay, one by one,
Policy-
one by one, one by one. Yes, Dr. Rai.
So
You know, I'm surprised
So,
once Dr. Gadre, I'm
I
very happy
request
that he is confessing that he is
actually
also a member of
motto-
doctor
you asked
community.
me mo-
It's a
first of
confession
all,
to make, is
once
it?
the few
You
things
asked
has
me
come,
One by one.
few
Dr.
things
Gadre,
has come-
I request you to listen to what Dr. Rai is saying one by one. It's a very serious topic. I think this
Yes.
is one of the most serious subjects. So let's hear each other out and hope that our viewers who are watching this get something out of this. This is an alarming situation. And honestly, whether Dr. Gadre is part of the medical fraternity, whether he interviewed 33 people or 36 people, whether there were 9 doctors or 15, whether there's some black sheep or many, is not what the people who are watching right now care about Dr. Rai. Can I please be very frank with you? They are wondering how to trust their doctor.
Tamanna, I had told you in the beginning, we condemn those doctors who are accepting the bribes or doing this thing. But my motto is asking this thing. The motto of that research, whatever survey he has done, is not clear. Now he is saying that he is a doctor. It was his duty to point out all the fallacies which has come in the survey to the Medical Council of India or to the Maharashtra Medical Council, which he has not done. Even the Maharashtra Medical Council has already written a letter to him. Give the name of those doctors. Why he is not giving
but
the
why
name?
Will he reveal?
Second thing.
Why will
and
he reveal?
If I am not forgetting,
why
Dr.
will
Gadre,
he reveal his sources?
Dr. Gadre,
Dr. Rai, why doesn't the Indian
Gadre,
Medical Association
Dr.
conduct
Gadre,
its own investigation? If you are acting in good faith, and
We
your
want to
purpose is to
investigate.
actually
Listen,
please
madam.
listen to my question, Dr. Rai. Please
Tamanna.
listen to my question. 1 minute. I
Okay.
apologize if I'm getting agitated, but I just feel very strongly about the subject. Please listen to my question. If you are indeed acting in good faith, and at the end of the day, the purpose that you serve and Dr. Gadre serve and want and believe in is the same, which is the betterment of the medical community, the general well-being of the populace and the people of India, correct? We all agree on the same thing. In that case, shouldn't then the Indian Medical Association take these inputs on board, conduct its own far-reaching internal investigation, find those who are indulging in this malpractice and make an example of them? Instead of asking Dr. Gadre, why didn't you give us the list? Please reveal your sources. Why you spoke to only these many? Are you seeing what I'm saying, Dr. Rai? What is the intention?
I want to say something.
1 minute. Just let him answer. Yes, Dr. Rai.
No, as far as that you are saying that why we are, I am telling you once again, if we have got these complaints of the doctors, we always take the action. If you remember, 72 persons have taken a trip to the Thailand. They all were investigated. The name was removed in the medical register. A number of times, whenever the things comes to the notice of the medical council or the state medical council, their removes have been removed. Now, Dr. Gadre himself is a doctor. It was his duty. He should point out to the MCI. He should point out to the council, I have got the list of these doctors. They are indulging in the malpractice. And one thing more I want to ask you, Dr. Gadre.
If we have to list out the duties of those in the medical fraternity right now, Dr. Gadre's will come at the bottom of that list. First, we will ask the duties of those who want medical representatives and pharma companies to pay their car EMIs, who want them to give them gold coins and gold chains. All of this is listed in the report. Who want them to sponsor foreign trips. Why doesn't the Indian Medical Association ban all these foreign trips? Unless the source
Tamanna, please let me answer.
Okay, Dr. Gadre, please come in. Yes, Dr. Gadre.
Tamanna,
You must respond to the allegations, Dr. Gadre. Why don't you give them the names? Why don't you give them the names?
Please let me. Again, I am saying Dr. Rai has not read the report. The qualitative mechanism of the research, the qualitative research does not, we have not asked for any names. We don't have any names of the doctors or pharmaceutical which we can reveal, because in our research methodology, we asked the MR, listen to me. This is the mechanism. This is the research methodology, international methodology. We have asked
I don't
medical
agree with you.
representative doctors, what do you think about the regulation, two regulations, Medical Council of India Code of Conduct Regulation and Pharmaceutical Associations Advisory. We have asked whether they are functional and implemented
Pharma is not having any
in the
ethics.
field. To that,
One by one.
the
Let him
report,
speak.
whatever quotes they have given, they have not taken any names. So, however, even if I like to give it, it is not against one person.
I get it. You don't have the names. You don't have the
pharmaceutical.
names. Your report
It is about
also
the
says
medical profession.
that as minimal as a 12%, 12 to 15%, if I'm not mistaken, as minimal as 12 to 15% of the doctors under the ambit of your survey, let me clarify, are the ones who don't take bribes. That means at least in the sample size that you have attempted to throw a light on,
But
a majority do.
That is also one second. No, Tamanna, that is not the generalizing statements we have made in the report. That is the perception and opinion of one single medical representative.
Okay.
So
Fair
that
enough.
also we must
Fair
understand.
Enough. Fair enough.
that
There is
this
no
percentage business
so
is
if there
not-
was a bribery
is-
measuring
oh.
tape, if there was a bribery measuring tape, we could take it and measure all the individual doctors. But I'm afraid, Dr. Rai, that is not the situation. This is, blowing the lid of a very poorly kept secret. Everyone already knows that this happens. I'm sure you do too. And that does not go to say that there aren't good doctors out there.
Madam,
I'm not saying that all doctors are bad. Of course, they are our healers.
good.
But I'm saying instead of attacking Dr. Gadre,
Madam.
launch an investigation, sir.
Madam, I'm telling you, we are for this thing, we should investigate and we should point out the black sheep in the medical profession. That's again I'm telling you, such type of the cases, that was the duty of the Gadre.
But he doesn't have the names. Now what will he do? He doesn't have the names. He's saying he doesn't have the names.
MCI has taken. Then what is the authenticity of the report? What the authenticity he is having?
Have you heard of whistleblowers? Have you heard of
the reputation of the
whistleblowers?
doctors.
Have you heard of whistleblowers?
Tamanna, listen. Tamanna, listen. Dr. Gadre is maligning the reputation of the medical profession.
I'm
In
afraid,
2015,
sir, that is
he was
unfair,
reprimanded
Dr.
by
Rai.
the medical
Dr.
council.
Rai, I told you this
He
before.
tendered-
In fact, it is
he
maligning the reputation of the medical fraternity if you choose to behave like an ostrich and stick your head in the sand and pretend that none of this is happening. Is none of this really
We want to
happening? Do you
investigate.
believe
Give
that
us
not
the-
a single...
give us the
Okay, let me
clue.
ask
Give
you
us the
this.
name.
Dr. Rai, let me ask you this. Do you believe, and honestly, hand to heart, do you believe that there is not a single doctor out there who is being bribed by pharmaceutical companies, yes or no?
There are. Even
Okay.
I'm telling you. And
Okay.
whenever we have come
Can
to know,
you
we
believe
have
is
taken a
where on
very
the
serious action
believability
against them.
scale does some of the claims lie? Do you believe that it's possible that some of these conference trips that are taken by doctors are actually bribes by pharmaceutical companies to get them to peddle their latest product? Yes or no?
Madam, now I ask you one thing.
But you must answer mine first. You must answer mine first.
Both are the
then
culprit.
I will answer yours. But you must
Both are
answer
the
my
culprit.
question first.
Both are the culprit. Yes.
Yes, okay. Then in that case, should you
I'm
not then
telling
launch
you,
an
if they are
investigation?
taking-
Why
they are taking
get into
their-
whether his report is wrong or right? In the media has not even picked it up. The media has not even picked it up
we
like it
want
should
to
have.
investigate. Give us.
Hello.
Give us the report.
One
we
more
will
thing. I
investigate.
want to. Hello.
You give us the report. We will
Hello.
investigate.
Report is on their website.
Hello.
I have just read
Yes.
it. It's on the
Gadre,
website.
Hello.
Gadre,
Hello.
I'm sorry
Hello.
to say, Dr. Gadre,
Hello.
in 2015 also, there was a report in which you have maligned the reputation of the medical profession. You were reprimanded and you tendered the written apology to the medical profession.
Don't fall under pressure,
And
Dr.
today again you are
Gadre.
coming. You
Don't
should
come
have-
under
you should
pressure.
have asked the
Okay.
government. No, you should have asked the government particularly.
Okay. So your answer is red
Madam
tape.
Tamanna,
Your answer
he
is
should
red
have
tape.
to
Your
the
answer
pharma-
is give us
Now
the
I-
details.
now
Do
I
our
require-
investigation for us.
Hello.
Dr. Gadre, last
By the
word.
pressure
Last
of
word
the-
before I
Hello.
wrap this debate. Last word before I wrap this debate from Dr. Gadre.
Hello, there are black sheep
Medical
that
and
everybody
you are
accepts.
not discussing-
So
you are not
my
discussing
question to it,
the
my
pressure-
question to it,
the pressure on
but
the medical reps.
why don't you allow me to speak?
Yeah, please
But
speak,
why
Dr.
don't
Gadre.
you allow me to speak?
Yes.
You have your own turn.
Okay, come on.
So
I
my
want to
question
listen
is,
you.
and actually appeal,
I want to listen
my
you.
appeal.
I will answer you.
Please, gentlemen,
please,
hurry it up. Yes.
Please let me speak.
Yes.
I am requesting IMA and people alike. We all want black sheep to be punished.
Yes.
So we are asking at the end of the report that we should join. We are asking the government to come out with UC PMP Act, which will punish pharmaceuticals heavily. I think the Clinical Establishment Act and Medical Council of India should make a strict arrangement for investigating the people. So these are the three demands
Right.
which we are agreeing
No,
upon.
well
So
put,
why are you
Though I must say
just
that
only
there
shouting
are
at
already
me?
laws which
I mean-
deem this kind of behavior illegal. This kind of behavior is already illegal. This corruption is already illegal. Hunt them down. Hunt them down and make examples
I
of them,
would
Dr.
have-
Rai. Use all this passion to clean up your fraternity. I would just request you that.
We are ready and we are doing.
Yes.
We are doing and we will keep on doing that thing.
Excellent.
I assure you. But one thing I want to ask, when the report, listen, when the report
So
and I
my
have seen the
appeal,
picture,
my appeal to
एक
you
MR की
is
मौत,
we join.
and how
my
much
appeal
pressure
to
on the
you
MR is there?
is come and we join. We
Okay,
join
great.
in common
Yes.
fight.
I'm going to end
We
this
should
on
join
that
in common
positive
fight.
note. I love it when debates
Why are you not?
end with
You
everyone
should
agreeing.
come.
Everyone
My
agrees
dear
that they want
Gadre,
to. Okay, everyone agrees
my
that they
dear
want
Gadre,
to fix the system. I request you, gentlemen,
IMA
let me
is
let me
zero
wrap this
tolerance.
up. Everyone agrees they want to fix the system. Why don't the two of you join hands? At the end of the day, I believe that the purpose is the same. If there are black sheep out there, and clearly there are, weed them out, make an example of all of them. Thank you so much for joining us on the debate this evening. That's all the time I have. I've absolutely run out of time. But before we go, I just want to bring to your attention a very interesting move by a top corporate, that is Tata Steel, has shown the way. The company has asked its LGBTQ employees to declare their partners and avail the benefits provided via its HR policies to these partners as well. So that means these employees will now be able to enjoy all the benefits, including health checkups, medical facilities, adoption leave, newborn parent and child care, etc., that the others do as well. That's a great step going forward, because instead of waiting for the laws of the land to change, this is one company that has really led by example. So just on that wonderful note, I wanted to thank all of you for joining us on the show this evening. I'll see you back here tomorrow.